Do you think Vince tried to use Jeff Jarrett basically to copy your gimmick?
Yeah, it was a slap back to me. That's what it was.
Right.
He actually used it. He tried it before with someone else. Lance Cassidy, the singing cowboy, which was one of the Armstrong boys, I think. That it didn't get over. Then Jarrett. That brings me to the Jeff Jarrett situation that people say, how do you feel about that? Well, in a way you should feel honored that someone would want to copy you in some fashion of what you did. You obviously made an impact on someone, but in another way, this guy's been around 15 years. He's not some young kid in the business.
Right.
He hasn't been able to get over in any place he's ever been other than his daddy's territory. If you're going to take someone's gimmick, then you better do it better than that guy, and if you can't, then get rid of it. Don't use it. He used it once in the WWF, and I think, sure, that was Vince's way of slapping me, making a mockery out of me and the gimmick. Jeff didn't get over with it. He goes to WCW. He doesn't use it at all. He comes out and tries to be himself. He doesn't get over, but he doesn't get over because they put the big-titted broad with him, with a blonde hair. She stood out more than him. The worst thing you can do is have a valet that is so gorgeous or so beautiful or takes all the attention away from the wrestler. If she takes the attention away from you, you're dead. Right. She's the star, not you. He was obviously stupid and didn't understand that. He goes back to the WWF, and this is where I was getting like David getting slapped in the face. I'm in the locker room of the WWF when they bring him back. They put him in the rhinestone suits, put him on a horse, give him a manager, give him some bogus NWA belt. I'm in the locker room sitting there. They don't even use me. I sat there for 12 hours every Monday, never even mentioned my name. And then they give him the guitar and he goes out and uses it while I'm sitting there. Now I know why they did that. But if I had been Jeff Jarrett, obviously he's got no backbone or no professionalism. If I had been him and they told me to do that, I'd have said, that's his gimmick. He's I don't want to do that.
Right.
Not while he's here. I mean, if you guys get rid of him or something, then fine. But, I really don't want to. He didn't do that. He played the game with them. So you got to think, well, I'm not around anymore. They're going to continue to do it. So fine. No problem. That's the second time they've done it. It didn't get over. But the idiot, this dumb son of a bitch, goes to WCW and carries that gimmick with him again. It gets to be a point to where you say, the hell with this guitar. I don't want it anymore. I want to get over as myself.
Right.
I want to get over as a new gimmick. I've tried this thing 3 times now and it didn't work. I don't want any girls with me. I want to go out here and get over. Obviously he can't get over. He's not going to get over. He's a small guy. He's a mid-card wrestler, and he's not going to get over. And it's bad. It's bad because if I took Bill Dundee's Elvis gimmick, and I've seen Bill a bunch of times, and I told Bill, I said, I would never have come to Memphis and used that. Somebody gave it to me in another territory, and I did it. But when I went back to Memphis, I didn't go back there as a honky-tonk man. I never would have done that because out of professional courtesy to somebody. You don't do it. If you take his gimmick and you go off to California and you use it, well, California TV doesn't bleed into Memphis. But once I went to the WWF, I perfected the gimmick and made it much more stronger than Bill ever knew how to do it. So I expounded on it. I made it bigger. There's never been but one Hulk Hogan. There's never been but one Roddy Piper. What I don't understand is if McMahon, he obviously either hates me so much or he liked my gimmick so much. Why doesn't he ever bring somebody and have him be the snake? Why don't he have Austin, the rattlesnake, tow the snake around? Why don't he have somebody go out and blow the bagpipes like Piper? Why don't he call somebody Mr. Wonderful like he did Paul Orndorff? He's never done that. I have been really the only gimmick, other than the Rick Rude, and Rick's not around anymore, that they used a stripper gimmick like Rick Rude did, the dancing with Val Venus. But mine has been the only one that they've actually taken and totally used the pieces of the gimmick. Jarrett now goes out and hits 5 guys. The guitar explodes like paper and everybody, they think it's a sham. So whatever he's done, they hadn't killed me, they've made me stronger because people say, that guitar he used, that's nothing but paper. Hey brother, when you hit him, you knocked the shit out of him.
Right. Right.